Can we first review and adopt the agenda? Could any honorable member move that we... On behalf of the Special Committee of the National Assembly, I welcome you to this sitting convened to inquire into the sale and disposal of assets identified by the Commission of Inquiry into the financial activities of public bodies, enterprises, and offices in relation to their dealings with the former president via Janneh and connected matters. You are appearing today in response to a summons duly issued by this committee to provide testimony on matters within your knowledge that are relevant to the subject of our inquiry. Please be reminded that you are appearing under oath and pursuant to the provision of the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, it constitutes contempt of the National Assembly to knowingly withhold, misrepresent, or conceal any information relevant to the committee's work. Furthermore, please be reminded that in accordance with parliamentary privilege, any statement or testimony you provide before this committee shall not be used against you in any court of law, except in cases of perjury. That is where it is proven that you knowingly and deliberately provided false information whilst on the oath. You are therefore expected to cooperate fully and provide truthful, accurate, and complete responses to all the questions posed to you, whether by the committee's legal counsel or by honorable members of this committee. The committee appreciates your presence and expect your utmost candor and cooperation throughout these proceedings. And for the benefit of the viewers, this special committee also have a special email address for anonymous persons that willingly want to give information, and it reads, one word, all small letters, special select committee at assembly.gm. We thank you. Clerk, you can administer the oath.
So, yeah. So you have the choice of either taking an oath or permission. So the choice is yours.
Okay.
You can affirm. You will use it by yourself. And you mention your name.
Okay.
So you can start.
I, Abdullah Koli, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly affirm that the evidence I shall give before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Counsel. The witness has taken so
thank you,
I wish to
Honorable
hand
Chair.
it over to you.
Thank you. Mr. Witness, please state your full name and designation for the record.
My name is Abdullah Koli. I am the Registrar General
Please.
at the Ministry of Justice.
Yes. Please just pull the mic a little bit closer to you. Thank you. Can you repeat what you said?
My name is Abdullah Koli. I am the current Registrar General at the Ministry of Justice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Colley. So before we get into your testimony, I will just put a couple of things to you and you just confirm for the committee. Did you receive a summons to come and testify?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Did you receive a summons to come give a statement to the committee's investigators?
Yes, I did.
Did you give a statement?
Yes, I did.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chair, the witness gave a statement yesterday and also an additional statement this morning. Can the first statement be marked as AC1?
Okay.
AC1, and the addendum be marked AC1A.
Okay.
Mr. Kohli, are you provided with copies of your statement?
Yes, I do have
They're with
copies
you.
here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kohli. When were you appointed as the Registrar General?
I was appointed to act as Registrar General sometime in 2018, December 2018, but officially I was confirmed sometime 2021. Acting in December 2018, confirmed May 2021. I've been acting throughout from 2018 to date as Registrar General.
Mr. Kohli, according to paragraph 2 of your statement, the end of paragraph 2, you can take a look. You stated you were appointed to act as the Registrar General in 2018 and formally appointed in 2019.
Maybe that's an error, so it's 2021.
2021?
Yes.
All right. Honorable Chair, I think he said there's a typographical error in his statement. If you can correct that at the end of paragraph 2. So 2019 should be 2021, correct?
2021, yeah.
All right. Noted.
Thank you. Can you please give this committee a brief overview of the functions and mandate of the Registrar General's Department?
Registrar General is responsible for 3 units. One is marriage, civil marriage. Second one is industrial property, and the third one is deeds.
Can you further clarify or explain what each of these units do?
First, industrial property is responsible for administration of industrial property rights, which includes patent, utility model, designs, trademark, and other conventional IP rights. So marriage is responsible, of course, civil marriage is what we conduct, which entails issuance of bachelor's certificate, Spencer certificate, and marriage certificate under the civil law. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the deeds we are responsible for registration of all deeds, which include like deeds connected to land.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Kohli, now we can get proper into your testimony. But before we do, as you are aware, the government of the Gambia in 2017 established or issued a commission of inquiry in July 2017 to look into the assets and properties owned and also the relations of President Janneh and his associates with public entities and other bodies. Prior to the issuance of this commission of inquiry, the government took steps to ensure that these said properties that were supposed to be subject to the investigation of the Janneh Commission were preserved and well taken care of before the investigation started. In so doing, the Attorney General instituted a suit at the High Court against the former president. After instituting the suit, it applied for orders, freezing orders of these properties and bank accounts. Therefore, the High Court issued an order on the 22nd of May 2017, and the order is quite detailed and contains 15 paragraphs. Have you ever come across this order?
No, I have not.
You've never seen this order?
No.
Okay.
Maybe first hand, no.
First hand, but you've heard about the order?
Yes, I've heard about it.
Very well. From where did you hear this order?
I mean, of course, I'm a staff of the Ministry of Justice, so during the discussions, it was mentioned. especially when we were tasked to compile certain documents relating to this issue, this investigation. So that's when I came across it. So I didn't take time to go through it to understand the content, specific content, yes.
Okay, so in 2017, you are an employee of the Ministry of Justice?
Yes, I was an employee since 2015.
At the time, in 2017, which department were you working in?
So I've been the Registrar General Department throughout my service with the ministry.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
The Secretariat would pass a copy of this order to you and you can take a look.
Okay.
Honorable Chair, if we can give the witness a minute or two to have a look at this statement. Sorry, the order. It's marked MOJ 5A.
Very well.
Yes.
Okay. I've perused it.
You read it? You read it?
I've perused it.
All right. There are certain paragraphs, or there's a particular paragraph
Paragraph
that is.
2.
Yes. Can you please read it out for the committee?
That the custody and control of all movable and immovable properties held by or in the possession or control of the respondent, his servants, agents, associates, and family members, or otherwise, howsoever, as listed in the annex marked 1, attached to this order, be and is hereby granted to the Registrar General.
Thank you. Earlier you mentioned that prior to the establishment of the Commission of Inquiry, you had taken part in compiling a list of properties.
Yes.
Yes. Can you please inform this honorable committee which properties these were? What type of assets were they, and how many at the time?
I don't have the record with me now, but because it was a teamwork, so I was asked to work with other colleagues to compile a list of properties that were sold, maybe by the sheriff, and then other properties that were entrusted to the receiver. Yes. So I cannot tell of the number of properties unless I have the record before me.
When you
and I was not the author, so.
Yes, but you took part in compiling this document.
Yes, in fact I supervised it, but eventually along the line I had to leave. But I was not the main person responsible for collecting it for the Solicitor General.
You had to leave where?
For other engagements.
For other engagements. Yeah. But we can say that you were a co-author of that report.
No, I was not. No, I was not.
You did not, but you supervised the preparation.
Yes, I was part of coordinating colleagues' council to work on it.
When you received summons from this committee to give a statement and to testify, did you not deem it necessary to gather all documents related to the work of this committee and the Janneh Commission for your department? Of
course, especially, something that has what the issue has, that has something to do with land, property. If I'm requested to, I'll make them available. But this tax we're talking about was under the purview of the Solicitor General.
But the properties you were compiling, was it not related to land?
No, I did not compile any. I was not requested to send any. Yeah.
But you were supervising the compilation of a list.
No, I did not say that. I said I was supervising because it was a whole process, a whole process of collecting, compiling properties and other things. So, but it was not for my use. So I didn't, deem it prudent to keep records of it. It was for my superior.
If you see a list of properties that the Attorney General's chambers gave to the High Court and to the Janneh Commission, will you be able to identify it?
No.
You will not be?
No, because I was not part of the exercise.
But you supervised the exercise?
No, but the list, you said the list submitted to the High Court. No, I was not part of it because that is the mandate for civil division.
Okay. To be clear, before we move forward, can you explain to this committee what exactly it is that you supervise in detail, please?
What I supervised was the tax that the Solicitor General was requested, all right, to compile list of properties that were sold by government or the commission. All right. This was, in preparation of these hearings. So that was the process. I mean, that was the time that, in fact, it was one day that I was part of the team of supervising the Junior Council to compile them, and then they were submitted to the Solicitor General.
When you said this inquiry, what do you mean? Do you mean this committee?
This committee, yes.
So the list you're talking about is something you were asked to compile when this committee started its work?
Yes, officially, we are doing it at the office level. Just in preparation of, I'm not sure whether in fact it was a summon, but we are like anticipating that we'll be requested to provide documents for consumption of this committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we get to the establishment of this committee and the work and all the requests it made to the Attorney General's chambers, let's just go back to 2017.
Okay.
Right? You said you were a staff or as a state counsel under the Department of the Registrar General.
Yes.
Under the Registrar General's department.
Yeah.
Yes. So my initial question, I just want you to clarify so we can move forward. You stated that a list was compiled. When you said a list was compiled...
What time are we talking about here?
2017.
No, this one I'm talking about just recent.
Okay.
Yes, interpretation, yes. So maybe that's the confusion.
Okay. So next time, if you are mentioning dates, maybe we be specific to avoid
Because
confusion.
I'm talking about the recent
Yes.
process. Yes.
All right. No problem. So you have the order with you, right?
No, I don't, yes, it's in my office. I didn't come with it.
No, the order.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
MOJ 5A. It's before you.
Yes.
Right. So the court stated in its order, that's paragraph 2.
2, yeah.
Yes, that all assets owned by the former president are vested in the control and custody of the Registrar General. Right?
Yes,
you can take
granted.
a look. You can take a look at to confirm.
Yes, it's saying granted to the registrar.
Granted to the registrar.
Granted, what context, I don't understand. Because I was not the registrar general then. But I would say...
Yes, we understand you're not the registrar. You were not the registrar general at the time, but it's a government department.
Right.
And we expect that all government departments keep record of the work that it does.
Yeah.
Right? So, yes, you were not the registrar general at the time, but we were expecting that the questions that are going to be posed around 2017 is something you should be able to answer because it's supposed to be an office of continuity.
No, not necessarily.
It's not supposed to be an office of continuity.
For the records.
Yes.
Not action per se.
We're talking about records now.
Records, yes.
Yes.
Of course, we make records available.
According to the records of the Registrar General, which assets specifically, if you can give a breakdown, were vested into which assets were vested in the control of the Registrar General specifically? Because if you look at the rest of the paragraphs from the order, you will see that there are certain assets that are given to special individuals or offices. So the ones that are specific to the Registrar General, can you give a list?
The list speaks for itself, but as far as the order is concerned, it's talking about movable, immovable properties, any other properties. But specifically, unless you want me to read what is stated there, that's what you want me to do?
You don't have to read it out loud, but you can just give...
Peruse, okay.
Yes, peruse and just state briefly.
One is lands.
You can look at paragraph 2.
Annex 1.
Yes.
Annex 1, yeah. So lands owned by Janneh, numbering from 1 to... In fact, the first list stops at 107, the others are not listed.
Yes.
I mean, they just mention, so I cannot tell the exact number. And accounts, bank accounts. Project and school accounts operated and controlled by the former president. Foundation accounts, also accounts, dollar accounts, accounts with Sky Bank, dollar account, euro account, account with GTB, account with Zenith. The list goes on.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. To the best of your knowledge, Mr. Colley, what measures did the Registrar General's Department at the time take to execute this court order?
Well, I mean, I was part of the office, but I was not involved in direct administration of the properties. And as far as these issues are concerned, there is no file that I took over, that I inherited when I became Registrar General. I have not come across any file detailing all these properties and what was done about them.
So you're saying that there's no record of...
Yes, as far as...
all the work that was done after this order was issued by the High Court?
Not under...
Until you assumed office?
Not under the office of the Registrar General, no.
Is that a normal occurrence?
Is it normal? There should be file.
Yes. Is it normal
it's not normal. I mean, like you said, it's an office. It's, individuals can, move on, but the office stays, and whoever comes, there should be record so that there is continuity. Yes. But as far as I know, there is no such record, what was done in the initial stage, and whatever action was done regarding the properties and the status as we speak. There's no such record under the Registrar General. Okay. So that's my qualification under the office of the Registrar, because we are all under the Honorable Solicitor General, so there may be some records.
You understand that? Mr. Colley, when you assumed office in you said 2021? Yes,
but like I said, I remain Registrar General, acting Registrar since 2018.
You were acting in 2018?
I started acting, so I continued as acting Registrar General until officially confirmed by PMO.
In 2021,
yes.
Okay. So when you assumed office as the acting Registrar General in 2018, did you ever try to look for information? Because at this time, the commission was still doing its work.
Yes.
Did you ever try to gather information on these issues?
What happened was, my predecessor, he was still with us in the office, as he was moved from acting Registrar General to acting Registrar of Companies. So when he was moved, he went with the files and continued to take possession of whatever properties were vested to the Registrar General.
But the court order says Registrar General, does not state the name of the person that was occupying the office in 2017.
Yes.
Yes, so when you took over, weren't you supposed to also take over custody and control of these assets?
Yes, I was supposed to take over, but that was not done.
Did you raise any concerns?
I didn't raise any concerns. We are all under the ministry, So I didn't see the need to continue, because in fact, then I was still acting. So
Yes.
if my colleague was also acting the register of companies, but maybe I could have raised, queried it, but I didn't query. So my colleague continued to act in that capacity, or to take possession of the properties.
Was this normal for you? Were there, apart from issues related to this order and the Janneh Commission, were there other issues that your predecessor moved to the registry, to the company's registry with?
No, I think beside this, I don't think so, because maybe he had a reason, because he, had a memory of, or whatever, a memory of what transpired from the beginning and where they end, and then he was dealing with the then Attorney General then. The former Attorney General was dealing with him regarding the issues. So I didn't see the need to meddle in those activities, even though, because we are all under, the Attorney General. So if I wasn't called upon, I didn't see the need to now say, no, I should take over this role.
That is true, but there's a court order that is stating that the Registrar General should take control.
Yeah.
That is, the court granted control and custody to the office, not the individual that occupied office in 2017. And
I
you
agree.
saw had no concerns about this after your appointment as acting Registrar General in 2017. Sorry, in 2018.
No, because I mean, you are right. If the order was, like directed to the Registrar General, all right, I should have intervened or requested that it should be transferred to me. But that was, I mean, I didn't see the need, because they want to meddle into something that I may not have full information about, and then along the line make some mistakes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can take a look at the order again. Can you please just look at the order and tell this committee how long the order was supposed to last?
It's a period of 180 days, unless sooner discharged or varied.
Please go on.
I said 180 days,
Okay.
unless sooner discharged or varied by order of court again.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the best of your knowledge, was this order varied before the 180 days ended, or at the end of the 180 days did the Attorney General go back to seek for an extension of the order, or renewal of the order?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
And you never tried to find out?
No.
Okay.
We've got other colleagues who are, responsible for that.
Okay. The Secretariat is going to pass you this entire document, but I've marked where you need to look at. Honorable Chair, it's RS 58.
RS 58, okay.
Yes.
Mr. Colley, that memo, or it's a report, is stating that there's a task force established after the High Court issued or that order, MOJ, that order before you, MOJ marked MOJ 5A. Yes. Were you a member of this task force?
No.
Were you aware that this task force existed?
Not officially. I mean, I've seen them come to the office of the acting registrar general then. You know, I'm aware that they were doing some activities. It's a group, but I don't know the composition.
Mr. Kuli, what do you mean you were not officially aware?
Of course, if I'm given like a letter addressed to me or a memo saying this, task force exists and this is, the composition, I will know. But it's like you cannot deny certain things, like knowing certain things. Say if in your office people come and they discuss, and your colleagues tell you, look, I'm going to decide to do this. You know that, this is what they're doing. But their mandate, who is the head and the composition, I don't want to speculate here.
Okay. Do you know who the members of this task force were?
I know Sheriff was there. Honorable Sheriff.
The Honorable Sheriff.
The then Honorable Sheriff, yes. Of course, my former my colleague, Mr. Aliu Jallo. Of course, the Sheriff, Honorable Sheriff was accompanied by his staff then, on Modu Musa. I know there were security officers, police, I don't know their names. But most of the time, it's the sheriff that I see in our office. The sheriff, then sheriff.
Who was the sheriff at the time?
Honorable Justice Tabali.
Okay. Were there other state councils or employees of the Ministry of Justice that were part of the task force apart from Mr. Aliu Jallo?
No, as far as I know, no, he was the only one.
He was the only one?
Yes.
Very well, thank you. Do you know how long this task force lasted? How long they operated?
No, I don't.
You don't know?
I don't know their TOR.
Okay. From the records of the Registrar General's Department,
yes,
are there minutes of meetings of this task force?
There is no, like I said, there is no file
related to this task force?
This task force,
or yes, anything related to this order?
Yes, to the commission, Janneh Commission, yeah.
Is there a possibility that records of this task force or any record related to this order issued by the High Court be in the custody of the Central Registry of the Ministry of Justice? That's
a possibility. I'm sure there may be, there's a file, I'm sure there's a file, but whether, records regarding this task force will be there, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there exists a Janneh Commission file.
Will you endeavor to do a search after your testimony?
The report,
provide information to this committee? Thank you. Very well. You mentioned that in 2017, at some point you were away from the Ministry of Justice?
No, what I was referring to was recently regarding compilation of properties. I mean, a report in preparation of this committee. That's what I was referring to.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's good that you clarified that.
Yeah.
So throughout the period in which the Commission of Inquiry was established, to the point where the Commission of Inquiry became functus, you were working at the Ministry of Justice?
Yes, since 2015 to date, yeah.
Since 2015 to date, you've been there?
Yeah.
Thank you. After you became the acting Registrar General in you said December 2018?
Yes.
December 2018. Did you have any communications with the Janneh Commission?
Directly from the Janneh Commission? No.
Yes.
No.
The Janneh Commission never wrote to your department?
Not while I was acting Registrar General. Or maybe addressed to Registrar General, but I've never come across any correspondence that was assigned to me or sent to my office.
Is it possible that correspondence from the Janneh Commission can be addressed to the Registrar General's department and the correspondence will not be given to you?
I don't think so. Not while it depends, because like I stated earlier, I was acting Registrar General, but my colleague was acting in possession of the records. So if he was sent to Central Registry and assigned to the Solicitor General, who at the time knew that in fact it is Mr. Jallo who was having control of the property, it's possible he may assign to him to act on it, even though I was acting Registrar General. So there's a possibility. It's like in fact and in reality who is acting on that, especially for that tax. So I cannot say in exactitude that in fact that is not possible.
But ordinarily, in the normal course of business,
it should be sent to me.
It should be sent to you.
Yes.
Thank you. Apart from communications or between you and the Janneh Commission, between your department and the Janneh Commission, was there ever a time between when you assumed office in December 2018 as the acting Registrar General and 2019 when the commission became functus? Was there ever a time where you were assigned by the Solicitor General or even the Attorney General himself to prepare reports or correspondences with anything related to the work the Janneh Commission was doing?
Never happened.
You were never asked to do?
No.
Did you ever offer help?
No, I don't want to meddle in something that, especially when if you are not involved in an activity from the beginning and decide to just meddle, during dependency, anything can happen. So I was the view that in fact it was in good hands, so I didn't see the need.
Mr. Kohli, is it meddling or is it executing your functions?
Meddling, and especially if they know you are acting Registrar General and then they decide to do otherwise. I didn't see the need. I think it's meddling. I don't want to meddle. I think it's meddling. If someone is asked to do it.
So when you say they decide to do otherwise, what do you mean?
In terms of like, if I was acting Registrar General, so there's a correspondent address to the acting Registrar General, but because the ministry or the head, whoever is overseeing the ministry, knows that in fact this act or function is being carried out by another official, and decides to assign to the official. So I think that there's no need for me to always allow.
Very well. Mr. Kohli, do you know why you're saying that no correspondences were ever sent to you, and you also decided not to offer any help?
No, not during this period, yeah.
Yes. Do you know why this was the case? Why you were never involved, even though the High Court specifically stated that your department was supposed to hold custody and control of these assets?
I cannot tell. I don't know why. I don't know why, but that was the right thing to be done.
What was the right thing to be done?
Like things to be handed over to me as acting Registrar General.
Thank you.
That was not done.
At what point did your department and yourself become involved in the work of the Janneh Commission?
Never. We never involved.
After the life of the commission, did your department, or you specifically, was your department assigned to do any work with regards to the assets? The
assets, yes.
Any of these assets, by the way?
Yes, in fact, at some point, I received a memo from Department of Civil Litigation to cancel certain properties, list of properties that was sent to me. Yes.
The Department of Civil Litigation?
Yes, it's an internal thing.
An internal memo within the ministry?
Yeah.
This memo, who wrote it? Yes, you're saying it's from the Department of Civil Litigation, but who specifically was addressed to the Registrar General?
To the Registrar General.
You stated that somebody was copied. Who was copied in this?
The Solicitor General.
The Solicitor General. Do you have a copy of this memo?
I tried to look for it, but I cannot locate it. I'll keep looking for it.
We'll keep looking.
Thank you.
Please find it quickly. So it's a very important memo we'd like to have.
Okay.
But if you can recall the content of that memo, can you please just inform this committee what it contained?
I was asked, like, following, receipt or acceptance of, the recommendation of the commission, and there's a white paper requested to cancel the named properties. So there's a list of properties that I was asked to just cancel from the register.
From the register of?
Register of deeds.
From the register of deeds.
You have a register where we, register up deeds or properties.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a manual register at the time?
Yes, then it was a manual register. Okay. Because no, actually, 2019, I cannot remember the date of the memo, but the system was digitized since 2019 to date. So, but the properties were registered in a manual registers. So what we did was, went and then physically, cancel the properties that were listed in the memo on the register.
Mr. Colley, I know you stated that you will continue searching for the memo.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that the Civil Litigation Department has a copy of that memo, or your records department, the Central Records Department at the Ministry of Justice?
In fact, yesterday I went to records, so they promised to look for it. There should be a copy of a memo somewhere. Sometimes they have closed files, but they were handicapped yesterday, so but they promised to look for the memo. So we'll endeavor to make it available.
Thank you. So after you received, can you remember the date of on that memo?
I cannot. I don't want to speculate. Okay. And I cannot.
So after you received that memo, yeah, what did you do? Please tell us
what
in detail the steps you took.
In my view, as a lawyer, when I
sorry, Mr. Colley, before we get into your view,
no,
I just want to know the steps you took. We will get into what your thoughts were at the time.
Yes, okay. What I did was I just assigned it to one of my colleagues who works directly under the deeds registry to cancel them. Just to note, So technically it's not cancellation, it's like creating caveat or combining them legally.
So that is what you did?
Yes.
How was this done?
It was just done like manual, like I said, because we have a register of properties, K, whatever, if it is K, whatever, 2015. So against it, they'll just write cancel, the word cancel, that's it. So that because anytime that we receive any document for registration, we make sure that we carry out due diligence to ensure that that property is free from any encumbrances. So that subsequently, if someone comes to or wants to register that property, if they make reference to that serial number, we will not proceed. Or we would make maybe an informed decision as to the way forward, given that my view was not, because it was not cancellation proper.
In your view, it was not cancellation proper?
Yes.
What would constitute proper cancellation of a title deed?
If it was a court order cancelling, and then the property, that there should be directive as to what should be done. If it's cancelled and maybe a new assignment issued, whatever, or a letter from the director of Lands and Survey requesting of cancellation for whatever reason due to re-entry, so we cancel it and make reference to make a reference regarding the letter, and then we'll write to that effect to say, effective today, we've received this, and then the property is cancelled. So all we'll do is just put reference.
Outside the properties that the Janneh Commission was looking into, has there ever been instances where the Director of Lands and Survey wrote to the Registrar General requesting for cancellation of title?
Yes, they do that often.
When that happens, what are the steps that the Registrar General, or your department would take?
What we do is just the same thing, just cross-reference against the registered property, just say cancel via or by virtue of letter reference number, and we reply to that effect to say effective, the property is cancelled.
Okay,
So it's like a manual practice, like just cancelling it.
So each time a request for cancellation comes to the Registrar General's department, after the cancellation is done, there's a reply.
Yes, we reply.
To address back to the person making such a request.
Yes, the director. Yeah.
Okay. So when you received a memo, an internal memo from the Deputy Director of Civil Litigation to cancel these said properties, after the manual cancellation was done in the records, what did you do? Did you prepare a report like you do for the Director of Lands and Survey?
No, normally no. If it is memo, I will minute to say done, and then I'll sign. Yeah.
Okay, so on the memo you just...
On the memo, yes, I'll just minute against to say maybe done, specific date, I just date and sign.
Did you do that for the specific memo?
I should, yes, normally. That's the practice, so I'm sure I did that.
You're sure you did that?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at paragraph 5 of your statement, the one you gave to the investigators yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, what I said was it's a one-way instruction, one-way traffic. So, but it's like one way, but you have to indicate. So, like I'm not going to write a response because what I was asked was whether I provided any response. So that's why I said it's one way. So I just minuted against it.
So you minuted on the memo,
yes,
and you were done with it.
Yeah.
Mr. Colley, considering the number of properties, you've said it's more than 100 properties.
Yes.
Right? And considering the nature or the way the cancellation request was made, did it not occur to you at the time to prepare a report, even if it was just for your department's records?
What order cancelling it, or Director of Land, replied. So that was my view. So I didn't see this. I just minuted it. That was the end.
If you did not see it as a cancellation, why did you in fact go into the records to write cancelled next to each entry?
But this, in my view, it was just a caveat.
Did you
like
ever
encumbering it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you ever raise this issue or your opinions on the fact that you do not deem the instructions you received as valid enough to cancel these titles? Did you ever raise such an issue with the Director of Civil Litigation or the person that issued the memo, or even the Solicitor General or the Attorney General?
No, I didn't see the need because I was aware that there was a white paper which was gazetted, so it's noticed to the whole world. Yes.
Yes, but you are saying in your own legal opinion, and as the Registrar General, you do not deem the memo sufficient enough to cancel these titles.
Or to provide a report, you said.
Yes, so no, I'm saying now, we've already dealt with the fact that there was no report prepared. Yes. You said it's internal memo, so you minuted back on the memo to say that you've done it. You've moved past that. I'm asking, did you ever raise concerns with either the Director of Civil Litigation or the Deputy Director of Civil Litigation, the Solicitor General, or even the Attorney General himself, about the cancellation of, or the supposed cancellation of these titles?
No, I didn't see the need because I knew the right thing would be done. And
what was the right thing?
I mean, if it is forfeited to the state, the next step, the state will take the right step of now vesting it to whoever they want to vest it, or cancellation now proper from the director.
When you say whoever they want to vest after it's forfeited to the state,
yes.
When property, landed property, is forfeited to the state, who does it become vested in?
The state government.
But it should be a specific department of state, isn't it?
Yes, of course, it's the state. There's a ministry responsible for those land administration.
And which, can you just state for the record, which ministry?
Ministry of Local Government and Lands. Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Colley, please take a look at paragraph 6 of your statement, the one you gave, the statement you gave to the investigators yesterday. Honorable Chair, that is AC1.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Colley, the third, is it? Yes. You stated in the third sentence.
You mean
Yes.
third paragraph or
No.
third line?
Third
Okay.
sentence of paragraph 6. It starts with
Sentence
in some,
or the line?
yeah, like,
Okay.
in some cases.
Okay. From
Yes.
where? The next page or
Yes,
the receipt?
it goes to the next page.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some cases, there's just a specific, I have to read out the whole sentence. In some cases, we receive requests for transfer, but only one transaction was completed. I know in your in the addendum to your statement, Honorable Chair, that is AC1A. It's marked AC1A. You've corrected,
Yes.
yes, that a little bit.
Let me.
But we just want to get into that.
Sometimes I rely on my staff, my colleagues. Yesterday, when it was 2 of us.
Yes.
So this specific part was from my colleague because he was the one who endeavored to check in the system from their end.
Okay.
That they asked clerks. So that's when he said, in fact, it was one property. So I decided that when we left yesterday, I decided to now go in the system as administrator or the registrar to just double check, because I don't want us to give wrong info. That's when I came across these other properties, which I made available to the investigators.
So when you said your colleague, can you please state your colleague's name for the record?
Mr. Ibrahim Abadi.
Mr. Ibrahim Abadi.
Yeah.
What is his position at the Ministry of Justice?
Registrar of Deeds.
Registrar of Deeds.
Assistant Registrar of Deeds.
Assistant Registrar of
Yes.
Deeds. Okay, thank you. So we're still going, I know you corrected some, but we still need to go to paragraph 6. When the one transaction that you referred to, is it the same one? Can you identify its reference from your second statement, because you've provided reference for a property? Is that the property?
No, this is a
You can
different
look at paragraph 2.
Second paragraph 2.
Yes,
no,
and
this is a
paragraph
different
6.
property. This property
This is a different property
is
from
a
the one
different-
referred to in paragraph
yesterday,
6.
yes.
Okay. All right. We wanted clarity on
No,
that.
it's fine. Yeah.
Do you have the reference or the serial number for the property referred in your statement yesterday?
No, I don't. But we endeavor, because it was my colleague who made just name, he made mention of the name, but there was no reference. But we can always get the reference for you.
Okay, no problem. We would be very glad if you can do that as soon as possible. Mr. Cole, you stated in paragraph 7 that you were unable to do a comprehensive and accurate count of the properties.
Yeah, that is the case.
How long does it normally take to conduct a search and produce a report for a number of properties of this magnitude?
When we are tasked to give, to provide or carry out a search, they provide, reference number is provided. So we always make, we go directly to the relevant register and make the records available. But when you blindly or give us a name to say properties owned by Abdullah Koli or Abdullah Koli, whoever the person is. So that means we have to manually go through, the register that dates back from colonial days, to now go through each page to confirm whether in fact this is maybe Yahya Janneh or Yahya Janneh. So it's difficult. It's a manual exercise. Now it's easy. We can easily go. Just click of a button, we'll be able to tell. the properties owned by that individual. So if we are to now, go to or find out all the properties owned by former president, may commence from 1994. The presumption is that maybe before that he may have properties that may be registered also. So, but from 1994, maybe then, because that time he had privilege to have other properties, maybe then we have to, from 1994 to date, we'll be able to tell the property. So we have to physically go through the register books and just list these properties. Yes.
Okay,
so
thank
it
you.
will be a tedious exercise. Yes.
Thank you. Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Okay, we would have a short break for some consultations. Okay. Perhaps up to 30 minutes or so. Okay, then we'll come back in 30 minutes time. So the
We will come back at 2:45.
2:45.
Sorry, 1:45.
1:45.
Yes.
So we'll step down until 1:45. Thank you.